Hey everybody, welcome to new Jess Plays. Jess Plays Fallow. This is a game that I played the demo of way back when. And basically it's a kind of like I don't think it's made in RPG Maker. I think it's made in a different engine, but I could be wrong. And I played the demo for this a while back. I really like the vibe of it. It's very sort of forlorn, I'm gonna go with. It's got this very sort of like melancholy air to it, which I really dig, and it has got really nice hand done pixel art. So I wanted to play this. It just came out this week. I've been waiting for it to come out this week, and so we're gonna be you know doing doing this stuff, which is fun and great. So okay, cool. Okay, so we're starting from the beginning. My sisters and I had a secret wish: die in a place that cared for us. Okay, so currently, this looks like it starts differently than the demo, if I remember correctly. So we'll have to see, I know what the what happens here. So yeah, it says rapid eye movement at the bottom. So I'm assuming we're asleep and we're dreaming, right? Okay, so enter space or C to interact with or examine things. Escape or X to access menu. Alright, cool. I think those are the same controls. It's been a while since I played the thing. The cradle is open. Seek the furnace. Wednesday. It's Darrock Scrapfields. 3 days remain. The dawn of the first day. I was not controlling that, by the way. That I think was a memory. Alright, so here we are. We're here. Those ellipses sure are doing stuff. Again, I'm not moving. Scrap fields are just a cutscene. Ooh, it's a cocoon. I'm trying to remember if this was a location from the demo. Oh yeah. Do like the music. Have control again. A dead machine. The mind of our world had been lost long ago. Now, in the death throes of its body, we did all we could to remain. Yeah, so it's a post-apocalyptic story. I've been walking in my sleep again. Fitzdarrock Scrapfields were a long way from home. Look like some kind of keyhole. Not the only thing there is to look at here. I guess so. For a small lifetime, I had lived with my sisters in a disused homestead. Now, it was only myself who occupied that hollow estate. The madness of our world had vanished all others. key with the Fitzderrick brand. I took it with me. Gillen fires still burn. I wonder if this is a thing for a puzzle. Or if this is like a map. Get burnt out hanger. Scrap fields. Two-prong valve socket. Warm air escaped from the hole in the panel. A dull howl drifted up from somewhere inside the machine. Okay. Two-prong socket, eh? Isabel Fallow. A human brain inside the valve. The air before me rippled with a crystalline distortion. Don't think I can do anything to go past that. I think that's just a barrier. So I really dig the ambiance here, you know? I like this style of like limited palette, detailed sprite work. I like the whole like, you know, sad vibe. Okay, we have a key, so I guess we can go in here now, huh? Okay. Fitzderrick key fit the lock. Ooh. Some unknown machinery cobbled together inside the engine cavity. The glass of the valve was warm. I pocketed it. So this is a very kind of like old school game where it's like solve some basic puzzles, pick up things to do stuff. I slid the two-prong valve into the machine. Yeah, there we go. The image of a Dynon. I remember doing that from the demo as well. As I walk in my sleep, this world whispers, a dead glossolalia in my ear. I am patient. I will wait my turn, as did my sisters before me. Country highway. Nothing but dust and wheel tracks. In the city beyond, there was nothing for me. Fallow is a curse for those unfit. Whether by sickness, treason, circumstance, or fate, Fallow is the name bestowed upon those among us who do not deserve a place in the world. My sisters and I took the name willingly. Many do, by pride of their alterity, or preemption of their inevitable exile. Thea, the eldest, and myself, the youngest, had abandoned our blood families and shed our given names. Viviana had been an urchin. Island spoke not of her life, save the last several years. The curse isolates those fallow from all those who are not. It bars us from care, compassion, empathy, trust. We had been, all of us, terribly sick, and now I was alone. It took me 46 minutes to get back to the farm. Alright, let's go look at the farm first, I guess. Home. The weathered sign had been unreadable since when we first arrived. We'd carved our chosen family Kogunmen into the rotting old boards. Fallow. The overgrown husk of a tractor. I'd always been fond of the old wreck. Island hated it. Alright, before we go more home stuff, let's see what's off in the woods here. wow, there's a lot over here. Stony Glade. Oh geez. Okay. Let's go back home. Do some stuff at home first. I thought it would stop me before I went too far, but no, it didn't. This also has this, like, so since I've been a kid, I really always liked, you know, like Little House in the Big Woods, like Little House in the Prairie type stuff. So this kind of melded with the little, like, post-apocalyptic sort of deal. It's kind of nice. The old mechanical well still functioned, albeit with audible protest. Most of our crops struggled in the dry soil of the barren homestead. I missed the generosity of the city's refuse, bruised fruit, stale fancy breads. Thea had repaired the tractor with parts from the other two wrecks. It had been more of a hobby than anything. We tilled and planted the crops by hand. Thea was calmed by machines, mechanisms running as intended. I missed so severely the unextinguishable light in her fervid eyes. Locusts and beetles flitted and crawled in the shadow of the iron tractor wheel. Piles of scrap and debris from Thea's tinkering. Rusted out torso of another long-dead tractor. An old metal canister, perhaps a part from one of Thea's projects. The barn barely held itself together. Still, I love the dusty piece of its interior, all warmth and sunbeams and decay. Piles of dead grass and dirt. Once we'd kept chickens here. Oh, this barn is bigger than I thought. Dusty light streamed in through cracks in the back wall of the barn. Once, I'd had an awful nightmare after Thea disappeared. I'd come here, curled up against the back wall. Island found me later. She promised me she'd never leave. I still felt such anger at those words. Can I not get this, pitchfork? Guess not. Okay. Maybe I need to set another flag before I can pick it up. Man, huge area. Old pillars of rock, part of some elder ruin than the one we lived in. Sheets of weathered stone pushing up from under the world. We'll go this way. More crops. We have a lot of crops. A dirt-encrusted pendant bearing the sign of Mary Ann. I'm scared. Shh. You're safe here. It's not a feeling. It's a knowing. A deep, secret knowledge that there's no safety here. With you. Isa. It passes. But when it's there, it's so real. It blots everything else out. Are you feeling it right now? Yes. It's so terrible. I wish I could tell myself it's wrong, but it's like a holy truth. Yes. I'll be here when it passes. I always will. So long as you want me to be. Pendant of Mary Ann. seem to remember there was something about Marianne in the demo, but I don't exactly remember. So this is a little bit of extra bit of the barn. These stairs. Oh snap, they are. Okay, we will come back to that. Alright. I'm trying to find a methodical way of going through this area. It's way bigger than I thought it was going to be. Let's see what's over here. Like, I'm assuming the house was just in the other direction, but who knows? Could be over here. I'm assuming I can't get through here, okay. Nothing over here right now, but I'm sure there will be later. Okay, fence. Can't get through there. It actually makes me feel a little bit better, because I was getting really anxious, and I'm like, oh my god, there's so many places to go. Alright, so I've already been up. We know what's around this thing. So let's go back to the opening, I guess. Directly up. A weather-faded box of matches, now empty. It's from my family. Thea coughed a dry sort of laugh. Well, no, they're not. How did they? I don't know. My mother, she might have told... Well, but even then, what could she know? We should burn it. You're a treasure, Issa. That look in your eyes would be enough. There's money. Well, take that out first. Seems more insulting than the letter, somehow. Take it, Thea. We don't turn that down. It's yours. Island smiled at one corner of her mouth. That delicate smirk, almost hidden, it made me feel like everything at that moment was exactly as it should be. I'll bring you the same amount then, minus the hex. Oh, I see. Okay, so you can... This is a shortcut. Cool. This one comes out here. Man, I really am hoping we don't get chased. At some point in this game. Alright, okay. Interesting. So this is the only way into this area. Is through this little, like, cave. Good to know. This is gonna be a lot of just me familiarizing myself with, stuff that's happening. Okay, let's go over here. There's the house. Forgotten. Do you understand? The obstacles in front of you create a blind spot. Memory can act as a mirror. It's not safe here any longer. Can I examine the house? Guess not. Okay, let's go look at this. Alright, I guess I can't do anything with the house then. don't suppose I can go north, huh? Go north next to that? No, I guess not. Okay. Well, I guess I'm going into the abyss by the barn. There is a flaw at the bottom of the world. A secret exit for those too broken to know. Thank you for your cryptic... C09S coins, Kings, carrier check, T54.033. A decision born of disease. The silver ring that Island had lost not long before she disappeared. Ah, look. The story's changed since I last read to you. Which parts? Quite a lot of it. There's a picture of the symbol on the fence now. Here, see? I've seen that before. Drawn on my hands in a dream. Should I stop? No, it's interesting. There's no mention of her watching the people passing by outside her lot. Didn't there used to be something about that? There was a passage about the gray dust that stained her fingers from clinging to the links in the fence. Yeah. Here, she stares up at the attic window of her house. A figure there, wearing the midday motes like a cowl, passive and indistinct, but carrying some horrible significance to the deepest parts of her mind. Seems a little overwrought. Do you think the new passages come from other books? Or dreams? This world has a strange soul. In my dream, I was climbing a tower. Boardwood. Severity. That child has a connection to the grandmother. The wooden Dynon. This world is her soul. It's not safe here any longer. Well, I mean, nowhere to go but in the woods, I guess. You know what they say. Can't go home again, can just go to the house and find small trinkets that remind you of your lost loved ones. Alright, let's go investigate this forest. Now that we've successfully looked at our entire homestead, let's go into the forest. I like how it's like exactly 46 minutes to get to the farm. Before I go over there, let's see what's to the left. Oh, more basement. A sound expressing an intrusion into this reality of immeasurable sorrow. It translates to something like, I love you. Whole lot of map in this game. Okay, so we can't get through this just yet. We can go around it. Yeesh, where are we going? Oh, here's the country highway. Okay, can't pass there. I have to assume that these places open up later, and that's why they're not, like, blocked off with rocks or anything. They're just blocked off with... Excuse me. Oh, jeez. Alright, before we go down this road, let's go back and investigate. I think there was a top of a building back here. Sky is always too hot these days. This place used to be a meadow when I'd come here as a little girl. Was there a river somewhere? Ah, it's useless. Memories are so unmoored in the heat of this rot. But still, was there? I like that it's very clearly a blurred out version of our sprite. I think that's really interesting. Not sure what that means yet, but it's interesting. Yeah, you can see what's in here. Ah. I see. Viviana's Glade. Jeez, it's real tough deciding where to go first, huh? Like, I don't know what the correct direction is, so I'm like, ooh, where should I go? Like, you know, to investigate things before I go to where I should be. Okay. Alright, alright, alright. I see. So this loops like so. Let's see what we can do over on the highway, and then we'll go to this... Well, I don't know. Maybe we'll do the entrance first. Let me actually make a save. Oh, oops. Eh? No, 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 no. Okay. Alright. For threes. Sometimes there's little places where you can go in between the trees, but they don't actually go anywhere. Alright, let's see what this is the entrance to. I need to go back and get that, that thing. Okay. Alright, okay, okay, okay. Gotcha. I thought there was a roof that you could see from one of the further up areas, but maybe not. Maybe I'm wrong. So you might be a little bit lost because this isn't like, you know, the kind of story that's like, oh yeah, let me give you a whole bunch of like exposition and lore right out of the gate that's completely explained. So I kind of feel like you have to pick up a lot of it like environmentally and stuff like that, which I like. And I said that I had liked back at when I was playing gosh, Paradise Killer, where it's you pick up a lot of the setting details and things like that just from, you know, the story itself as it goes. Which, I don't know. It's a specific kind of stuff that I really enjoy. Let's see how far south we can go. We can go pretty far south. Wow. Country Highway goes pretty far south. Okay. So that's where I came from in the dream before. Let's check out some of these other side routes. Back into the forest. This might be the main theme. Crystalline deposits of magnetic lodestone, commonly occurring. Oh, magnets. This mountain oak has always stood here, stronger than the rest. Below me, the alien machinery of the skids protruded weirdly from the wall of the ravine. Malcolm's Reeve. Oh, I remember this from the demo. Soft pine boards, which likely kept the shed clean to its thin semblance of verticality. The rusted padlock hung defiantly from the latch, sturdy in spite of its age. Okay. So we gotta break the lock. The door to the Haley Library was boarded shut. An old well with a heavy pine lid. We need some tools. Solve some puzzles. The tower of the furnace loomed in the distance. It was a symbol of the unknowable ruins that permeated our world. It had no known entrance, except perhaps from some of the distant part of the skids. So I think I recognize this area from the Left Behind Homewood family. Aubigine family, Tatum family, Rounds family. Columns of unfamiliar names. Most of them were now worn into an illegible scrawl. The boulder marked the center of the Haley Monument. It was faintly engraved with telltale designs of the skids. Yelverton, Acker, Wyndham, Burchett. Okay. The faded monument was no longer legible. We need to find some tools. The aging wood planks of the library's facade were said to come from a dead world. Okay, can't get to the other side there. Let's look for some tools. Like this one. A rusted pickaxe lay overgrown in the weeds. Can I take it? Yeah, like I could use the pickaxe on that, no? In there. Lodestone formation was of unusual size. Alright, so I know that there's a bunch of stuff there that I need to do. Not quite sure why it won't pick up the axe. But let's check out what else is around the country highway. There's another offshoot, if I remember correctly. Yeah, over here. Data shaft 61A, expunged. Data shaft 61B, expunged. Data shaft 61C, expunged. Data shaft 61D, expunged. Data shaft 61E, expunged. Data shaft 61F, expunged. Data shaft 61 plates G through P, pass. Liara, are you safe? The turbine. I love you. So I'm suspecting that people become those things. Whatever they are. Do you see what I mean, though? Like, it's got a very similar vibe to, like Shadow of the Colossus, almost, where it's like, here's a whole bunch of depressing imagery. The largest lodestone crystal I'd ever seen towered over the area. Metal and scrap welded into a crude barrier. Lodestone seemed to crackle with something I couldn't quite place. Is it magnetism? Oh, a house. Interesting. A house I can actually investigate, I think. Unlike my own house. The elaborate rusted husk of a vehicle far before my time. A weightless city star. It looked like it had been stripped for parts. Little tool shack sagged under its own weight. Can I get into the tool shack? Perhaps not. A rusted out single-seater Carver motobarrow. Very near older than the house. We used to have one at the homestead before it seized up. We'd sold it for scrap. Auburn Manor ruins. Locked. Of course. Of course. Have to come back and investigate that, though. Yeah, it's got this very, like, lonely ambiance. You know? Which I dig, but also can leave you feeling a little bit like, if you're not careful. Hey, there's that stream that our other self was talking about. I stared at through my reflection in the river. Don't suppose we want to cross. Nope. Okay, well. I don't know how deep this river is, of course. Or how fast or strong the water is. Okay. Here we are. This place. Ooh, I don't know if I like this. Well, team, we're going somewhere. Stuck fast. Okay. So this is an entrance to possibly some of those stairs that go underground. We'll see. I need to go back and see if I can get that, that was really cool, like how they have the, the sprite like grow smaller to simulate it going away. Very impressive. Okay, I guess I'll go down and take a look at the code. I know you can get the soundtrack for this game too, which is really cool. But I don't know. I'll have to see. I'll have to listen to the whole thing, see if I actually want to get it. Alright, so this is the furthest one down, I think. Yeah, see, we came through here before. This is where we had sleepwalked to. Okay. So... right triangle, left triangle, scratched out. CN. Not sure if that's gonna help, but we'll see. Was it over here? You know, I want to come over here because I know I solved some of these puzzles before in the actual, like, demo. And I seriously think that I just need to pick up that pickaxe. And I don't know why she's not doing it. Pick it up, girl. Come on. Man, I love these, like, the cricket ambiance. There were some crickets, like, right outside my, my window the other night, and I was like, yes! This is exactly what I want. Can I move these and, like, push this over? You know what I mean? Like... why aren't you picking it up, huh? Can I not do it yet? Like, I mean, I guess, okay. So the thing at the very beginning had said that it wanted us to go to the furnace. What I could do to get rid of that? Use a pickaxe. Not really sure why it's not letting me pick it up. Unless it's like, you know, I have to set another flag somewhere for it, huh? I think it's my favorite music in the game so far, is the part in this area. It's very chill, but very melancholy. I'm digging it. I also really like the music on the homestead. It's really good to me, too. I forget. What happens if we try and go north? Oh, right, we can't, because these things are blocking us. Right. Does this have any new dialogue? So this one, it only has 4, right? So... you know? Alright, well, we're gonna save for now, I guess, and then we'll go back and check the other thing, and maybe I'll take a screenshot for it for next time. But for right now, I think I'm gonna wrap it up for the moment. I hope you're enjoying so far. Like I said, I was really excited for this game to come out, because I just, I played the demo a while back, and I really enjoyed it. So I am pretty excited to continue to play, and hopefully you guys will enjoy watching it. I don't think this is that long of a game. I think it's like 5 hours max, or something like that, something along those lines. So I do wonder if maybe, like, there's... oh, I can go into this stuff now. Okay, well, I guess we'll do that. I guess we had to go look at ourselves in the river. Oh man, this is a big house. Ah, I see, we came in from there. Okay. Not even dust remained on the small wooden table. Island had kept many books, stories of other worlds and lives, new and ancient. I remembered the sound of pages turning, her gentle cough as she'd read to me. When Eileen disappeared, all her books had gone also. I'd forgotten their names. Entryway. The little stove had served us well during our time in the house. We'd use the old basin for washing vegetables. Some dried herbs, 3 onions, and a dozen potatoes. I know I said I was going to wrap things up, but then I got into the house. Trees behind the house looked worlds away. I'm assuming this takes us out the front door. Yeah, okay. Sheets on Eileen's bed held not even the faintest trace of her scent. I tried often to remember, though I never could. I couldn't sleep there. None of Eileen's clothes remained. It was as if she'd never inhabited the room. She the last one to leave, is that why? Blank sheet of paper in the drawer of the end table. Markings notched into the head of the bed frame, one for each week that passed. Hundreds of tiny slivers in the grilled gray wood. I had lost track of her final mark. I couldn't sleep there. Leah's dresses still hung in the closet. I go in there. From the second floor window, I could see the meadow behind the house. 3 of us, sometimes 4, I'd lay often in the grass there. Okay, this is our own room. Viviana loved old books with unfamiliar language. Often, I'd see her sitting on the floor, studying piles of olden prose. Eileen had sometimes left her books in my room after reading to me. Even those had gone now, after the day of her disappearance. Try to sleep. Alright, this is where we're gonna stop, and we'll pick up next time. Alright everybody, thanks for joining us today, and I hope that you're enjoying the game so far. It's a little bit slow to start, I guess, but it's gonna probably pick up quite a bit. Like I said, I did find the area that was basically part of the demo. This is a little bit of more of kind of like a meditative game, I want to say, but hopefully you guys enjoy. So take care, and I will see you later. I have a couple of extra things to do, maybe over this weekend to release for next week as like bonus things and stuff like that. But I hope you guys are having a good one and taking it easy. Stay safe and stay healthy, everybody. See you!